chosen one. The greatest trial God allowed into your life was never beyond your ability to overcome, and you endured it with unwavering faith. Do not pass by this message, because at this very moment, something holy is being entrusted to you. Ignoring it could mean overlooking a life-changing moment that heaven prepared specifically for your journey. Understand this clearly: the most difficult season you faced was never designed to destroy you. Its purpose was to uncover the strength of your true character. When everything around you was pressing against your soul, you remained quiet when defending yourself would have been easier. You embraced patience while frustration raged within you. You found the courage to let go, even when every part of your heart wanted to cling to what was slipping away. That is why these words are reaching you today. You have already stepped beyond a place that many never reach, and heaven has witnessed the endurance that carried you through. If this message speaks to your heart, deep Amen. I saw every tear you hid when you felt forgotten and misunderstood. I watched as life attempted to harden your spirit, yet you refused to surrender to bitterness. This journey was never about earning the approval of people. It was about guarding the purity of your heart when no one else could see your struggle. You succeeded because you stayed faithful to your convictions, even when that faith required you to sacrifice comfort, relationships, and temporary peace. Nothing you lost during that season disappeared without divine purpose. Those things were removed because they were occupying the space meant for greater blessings that could not arrive until the old had been released. That is why this moment carries such significance. What is about to unfold is deeply connected to the way you responded throughout your trial. Take a moment now and press the like button as a simple expression of your faith, because your decision in this very moment is helping unlock a door that has been waiting for your willing response. The pain you carried was not random, and the silence you endured was not a sign that you were abandoned. I was shaping something inside you that could not be built any other way, and I was teaching you how to stand without needing constant reassurance. You learned to trust without seeing, to believe without proof, and to move forward even when your heart felt heavy. This is the kind of strength that cannot be taught through comfort. It can only be formed through trials that stretch you beyond what feels possible. And now that you have passed, you are no longer standing where you used to stand. Even if everything around you still looks the same, there were moments when you wanted to give up, and I saw how close you came to walking away from everything. Yet something inside you kept whispering to hold on just a little longer. Even when you did not fully understand why, that whisper was not your imagination. It was my presence guiding you through a storm that was designed to reveal your endurance. You were being tested on your ability to stay true to who you are, even when the outcome felt uncertain and unfair, and because you remained faithful in that place. A shift has already begun that cannot be reversed. Type 1111 if you believe. You may not see immediate changes around you, but something deeper has already been set in motion. The way you think, the way you respond, and the way you carry yourself has been transformed through what you endured. You are no longer reacting from pain. You are responding from strength. And that is a powerful difference that will shape everything ahead. The same situations that once shook, you will no longer have that power over you because you have been refined by the fire you walked through. This is not the end of your story. It is the beginning of a new chapter that is built on everything you learned during the hardest test. People may not understand what you went through, and they may never fully see how much it took for you to stand the way you did. But their understanding was never required for your growth, because your journey was always between you and me. I was not looking for perfection. I was looking for your willingness to keep going despite everything that tried to stop you. And you gave me that even when it felt like you had nothing left to give. That is why you are chosen. Not because life was easy for you, but because you stayed aligned with what is right when it was hardest to do so. Now, you are stepping into a season where the weight you carried will begin to lift, and the clarity you longed for will begin to appear. This does not mean everything will suddenly become effortless, but it means you are no longer fighting the same battles in the same way. You have already won something that cannot be taken from you, and that victory will begin to show itself in ways you did not expect. Doors that once felt closed will start to open, not because of luck, but because you proved you were ready to walk through them. And when those opportunities come, you will recognize them because your spirit has been trained to see beyond the surface. What you endured was preparation, not punishment. And what you passed through was a gateway, not a dead end. I did not bring you this far to leave you standing in uncertainty. I brought you here because you are ready for what comes next. The hardest part is behind you. Even if your mind still tries to replay what you went through, let it go, because you are no longer in that place. And you are no longer the same person who entered that season. You have grown. You have matured. And you have been strengthened in ways that will carry you forward. I am reminding you that the shift you feel is not imagined. It is the result of everything you endured with quiet strength and steady faith. What once drained you is now losing its grip. And what once confused you is beginning to make sense in a deeper way. This is the reward of passing through a trial without losing yourself. And it is only the beginning of what is unfolding in your life. Type 777 if you trust God. Why are experts saying this brainwave discovery might soon be removed from the internet? A top neuroscientist has shared CIA-linked findings about a 7-second ritual that may influence financial awareness, verified by 4 neuroscience labs. This technique is helping people move toward improved lifestyles. Many are now living in dream homes, driving luxury cars, and enjoying luxury vacations. But access to this information may not last long. Click the link in the description and comments before it vanishes. There is a calm that is starting to settle within you, a calm that does not depend on everything around you being perfect. This peace is different from anything you have felt before because it was formed in the middle of your hardest moments. You are not the same person who entered that storm, and that is why the same winds can no longer shake you in the same way. I have placed something steady inside you that will remain even when circumstances try to change again. This is the kind of peace that stays. Not because life becomes easy, but because you have become stronger than what once troubled you. You may notice that your reactions are changing, that things which once triggered pain now feel distant and less powerful. This is not you becoming cold or detached. This is you becoming grounded and rooted in something deeper. You are learning how to respond from a place of wisdom instead of reacting from a place of hurt. That is a sign of growth that cannot be faked and cannot be taken away. Every time you choose calm over chaos, you are stepping further into the strength that was built during your test, and that strength will guide you through everything that comes next. There were nights when you felt completely alone, when it seemed like no one understood the weight you were carrying. In those moments, you questioned whether your endurance even mattered, whether anyone could see what you were going through. But I was there, closer than you realized, watching how you handled every silent battle. You did not give in to bitterness. You did not allow pain to change your character, and you did not let disappointment turn into destruction. That is why this new season is opening for you. Because you proved that your spirit could remain steady even in isolation, you are beginning to understand that not everything you lost was meant to stay in your life. Some things had to fall away so that you could move forward without being held back. The attachments that once felt necessary were actually limiting your growth, and letting them go was part of your test. It was not easy, and it did not happen without pain, but it was necessary for where you are going. Now that those things are no longer weighing you down, you are free to step into something more aligned with who you are becoming. This is not loss. This is preparation in its purest form. Type yes to receive miracles. The path ahead of you is not empty. It is filled with opportunities that are waiting for your presence. You may not see them clearly yet, but they are already being arranged in ways that will soon become visible. The same strength that carried you through your hardest moments will now guide you toward what is meant for you. You will recognize the right paths because they will feel different. They will not drain you or confuse you in the same way. Instead, they will bring a sense of clarity and direction that you have been longing for. This is how you will know that you are moving in alignment with what has been prepared for you. You are no longer chasing what is not meant for you. And that is a powerful shift that changes everything. Before, you may have tried to hold on to things that were already slipping away, hoping they would stay. Now, you are learning to release what does not belong, trusting that something better will take its place. This is not giving up. This is stepping into a higher level of understanding. When you stop forcing what is not aligned, you create space for what is truly meant to enter your life. And that space is where your next blessings will begin to grow. The test you passed was not just about endurance, it was about transformation. You were being shaped into someone who could handle more, someone who could carry greater responsibility without breaking. That process required you to face discomfort, to walk through uncertainty, and to remain steady when everything around you felt unstable. Now that you have come through it, you are ready for what lies ahead in a way you were not before. You have been prepared, strengthened, and positioned for a new level of purpose. You may still have moments where you look back and wonder why things happened the way they did. That is natural because your mind is trying to make sense of everything you experienced, but do not let those thoughts pull you back into a place you have already outgrown. The answers you seek will come in time, and they will bring peace rather than confusion. For now, focus on where you are and where you are going, because that is where your energy is needed. The past has done its work, and now it is time for you to move forward with clarity and confidence. There is something important you need to understand about this moment. You are not stepping into this new season by chance. You are stepping into it because you earned your place through the way you handled your test. Every choice you made during that time has shaped what is now becoming available to you. You chose patience over impulsiveness, faith over fear, and integrity over compromise. Those choices have built a foundation that will support everything you are about to receive. And because that foundation is strong, what is coming will not collapse under pressure. As you move forward, you will notice that your perspective continues to shift. You will begin to see situations differently, understanding things that once confused you. This is part of your growth, and it will help you navigate what comes next with greater ease. You are no longer walking blindly. You are walking with awareness and intention. That awareness will protect you, guide you, and help you make decisions that align with your highest good. It is a gift that came from your willingness to learn during your hardest moments. What if a top neuroscientist just revealed a method helping thousands of people attract money into their lives? Research connected to the CIA suggests a simple brainwave ritual can influence how you notice and act on opportunities. This seconde technique, validated by 4 neuroscience labs, is helping people shift from financial pressure to improved lifestyles. Many are now living in dream homes, driving luxury cars, and enjoying luxury vacations. But this information may not stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. What lies ahead is not something you need to fear, it is something you have been prepared for. You have already proven that you can handle difficulty with grace, and that same strength will carry you through any new challenges that arise. But this time, you will not be starting from a place of uncertainty. You will be moving forward with the knowledge that you have already overcome what once seemed impossible. That knowledge will give you confidence, and that confidence will open doors that were once closed. Stay present in this moment and allow yourself to feel the shift that is taking place. You are not the same person you were before, and that is something to be honored. You have grown in ways that cannot always be seen, but they can be felt in the way you carry yourself. The journey you have been on has changed you for the better, even if it did not always feel that way at the time. And now, you are stepping into a space where that growth will begin to reveal its purpose. The version of you that once doubted every step is slowly fading, and in its place is someone who understands their worth without needing constant reassurance. This is the transformation that comes when you pass a test that was designed to reveal your true identity. Type 1212 if you trust in Jesus. There is a deeper awareness forming inside you, one that allows you to recognize what is right for you without confusion. You are no longer easily swayed by every opinion or influenced by every voice around you. Instead, you are learning to listen to that quiet inner knowing that has been strengthened through your trials. That knowing is not random. It is the result of your connection growing stronger with me during your hardest moments. When everything else felt uncertain, you leaned into that connection, even if you did not fully understand it at the time. Now, it is becoming your guide, and it will lead you with clarity and peace. You may start to notice that certain environments, conversations, and even relationships feel different to you now. What once felt comfortable may now feel heavy, and what once seemed appealing may no longer attract you. This is not confusion, it is alignment taking place within you. You are being drawn toward what supports your growth and gently moved away from what no longer serves your path. This shift may feel uncomfortable at times, but it is necessary for where you are going. Trust that what feels out of place is being revealed so that you can step into what truly belongs in your life. There was a time when you tolerated things that drained you simply because you did not yet see your own value clearly. But that time has passed, and you are no longer willing to settle for what does not respect your spirit. This is not arrogance, it is clarity, and it is a sign that you are stepping into a higher understanding of yourself. You are learning that your energy is valuable, and that where you place it matters deeply. Every time you choose to protect your peace, you are honoring the growth that came from your test, and that honor will continue to shape the life you are building moving forward. Type 2222 to receive miracles. You are entering a phase where your decisions will begin to carry a different kind of weight, not in a way that burdens you, but in a way that reflects the responsibility you now hold. You have been prepared to handle more, to see more, and to understand more than before. This means that your choices will now create stronger outcomes, both positive and negative. But do not fear this, because you have already shown that you can choose wisely even under pressure. That same wisdom will guide you as you move forward into this next stage of your journey. There is also a healing taking place within you that goes deeper than what can be seen on the surface. Wounds that once felt open and painful are beginning to close, and the scars that remain are no longer sources of weakness. Instead, they are reminders of your resilience and the strength you gained through your experiences. You are not forgetting what happened, but you are no longer defined by it. This is true healing, where the past loses its power to control your present, and as this healing continues, you will feel lighter, freer, and more aligned with who you are becoming. You may find that your patience has grown in ways you did not expect. Situations that once would have frustrated you now feel manageable, and delays that once caused anxiety now feel like part of a larger process. This is because you have learned to trust timing in a deeper way. You understand now that not everything needs to happen immediately for it to be right. This understanding brings a sense of calm that allows you to move forward without rushing or forcing outcomes. And that calm will attract the right opportunities at the right time. What is unfolding in your life is not random. It is the result of alignment that was built through your test. Every lesson you learned, every moment you endured, and every choice you made has contributed to where you are now. You are stepping into a flow that feels more natural, more guided, and more connected to your purpose. This does not mean there will be no challenges, but it means you will face them from a place of strength rather than uncertainty. And that difference will change how those challenges affect you. Could a hidden part of your brain be influencing your ability to attract money? A Columbia study linked to CIA research points to a small brain mechanism activated through a simple 7-second ritual backed by 4 neuroscience labs. This method is helping people move beyond financial struggles into more balanced lifestyles. Many are now stepping into dream homes, owning luxury cars, and finally taking luxury vacations. However, this page might not remain online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. There is something important happening within your mindset as well. You are beginning to see possibilities where you once saw limitations. Ideas that once felt out of reach are now starting to feel achievable. This shift is not accidental. It is the result of your belief expanding through your experiences. When you passed your test, you proved to yourself that you are capable of more than you once believed. That new understanding is expanding your vision, allowing you to recognize possibilities that have surrounded you all along but remained hidden until now. As you keep moving forward, you will begin to notice a shift in the people, opportunities, and experiences entering your life. Those who genuinely belong in your next chapter will be drawn closer, while relationships that no longer fit your purpose will quietly fall away. You do not have to make this happen through effort or control. It is a natural result of becoming the person you were created to be. Even when the process feels unfamiliar, continue to trust where it is leading you. The people who remain beside you will bring encouragement, strength, and understanding, and they will become an important part of the future unfolding before you. At the same time, a deeper sense of purpose is awakening within your heart. You may not yet see the complete picture, but you can already sense that your life is being directed towards something that truly matters. Do not dismiss that quiet inner conviction. Instead, give it room to grow. Notice the things that inspire you, the opportunities that awaken your passion, and the direction that brings peace to your spirit. These gentle impressions are not accidental. They are guiding you toward the next stage of your calling. With every faithful step you take, The way ahead will become more visible than it was before. Even during moments when you feel isolated, remember that you are never walking this journey by yourself. I remain with you, leading and strengthening you in ways that may be invisible to your eyes, but can always be trusted by your heart. The same divine presence that sustained you through seasons of hardship continues to walk beside you today, providing wisdom and direction for everything that lies ahead. You are being watched over, strengthened, and led with a care that reaches far beyond human understanding. That faithful guidance will never leave you, but will continue carrying you forward as you grow into everything you were meant to become. I am showing you that the hardest test was never about the situation itself. It was about the kind of person you would become while going through it. You did not allow pain to define your identity, and you did not allow struggle to steal your purpose. That is why what is unfolding now carries a different kind of peace, one that cannot be shaken by temporary circumstances. Type Amen if you agree. There is a quiet authority forming in your presence, something that people may not be able to explain, but will naturally feel when they are around you. This is not something you need to announce or prove. It is something that has been earned through your endurance. When you walk into spaces now, you carry a different energy because you have been refined through experience. You have faced moments that required you to stand alone, to make difficult decisions, and to trust when there was no clear outcome. That kind of strength leaves a mark, and it begins to shape how others perceive and respond to you. This is part of the shift that comes after passing a test that was designed to stretch you beyond your limits. You are also becoming more aware of what deserves your attention and what does not. Things that once pulled you in different directions no longer have the same effect on you. This is because your focus has been sharpened through everything you have endured. You are learning to invest your energy wisely, choosing what aligns with your growth instead of what simply demands your attention. This change may feel subtle, but it is powerful because it determines the direction of your future. Every time you choose wisely, you are reinforcing the foundation that was built during your test. Type 1010 to receive blessings. There is a new level of discipline rising within you, one that is not forced, but naturally developed. You are no longer driven by temporary emotions, but by a deeper sense of purpose that keeps you steady. This discipline will guide you in ways that will protect your progress and keep you aligned with what is meant for you. It will help you stay focused when distractions appear, and it will give you the strength to continue even when motivation fades. This is the kind of consistency that leads to lasting change, and it is something you have earned through your experiences. The test you passed did not just strengthen your spirit, it strengthened your ability to stay committed to what matters. You may begin to notice that your tolerance for negativity is decreasing. Conversation, environments, and influences that once felt normal may now feel draining or out of place. This is not a flaw. It is a sign that your awareness has grown. You are no longer willing to allow anything to disturb the peace you fought so hard to build. This shift will naturally guide you toward healthier spaces and more supportive connections, and while it may require you to step away from certain things, it will also open the door to new experiences that align with your growth. There is also a sense of direction becoming clearer. Even if you cannot fully explain it yet, you may feel drawn towards certain paths, ideas, or opportunities. Without understanding why, this is part of the guidance that follows transformation. You are being led in ways that go beyond logic, and it is important to trust that pull, the same trust that carried you through your hardest moments, will now guide you toward your next steps, and as you follow it, the path will continue to reveal itself in ways that make sense over time. You are no longer waiting for external validation to confirm your worth. You have come to understand that your value is not determined by opinions or circumstances. This realization is one of the most powerful outcomes of your test, because it frees you from seeking approval in places that cannot provide it. You are learning to stand in your truth, regardless of how others perceive you, and that confidence will allow you to move forward without hesitation, even when the path is not fully clear. This is the kind of self-assurance that creates opportunities and attracts the right people into your life. Why are so many people talking about the billionaire brainwave? A leading neuroscientist says it was identified during a private program based on CIA research. This 7-second ritual, confirmed by 4 neuroscience labs, helps align your thinking with better financial outcomes. Many are moving away from stress into improved lifestyles with dream homes, luxury cars, and the freedom to enjoy luxury vacations. But this discovery may be taken down soon. Click the link in the description and comments before it is gone. There is a renewal happening within your spirit, a kind of fresh energy that is replacing the heaviness you once carried. This renewal is not just emotional. It is deeply connected to your growth and your purpose. You are being restored in ways that prepare you for what lies ahead. The fatigue you once felt is being replaced with a quiet strength that allows you to keep moving forward. This is the result of releasing what no longer belongs in your life and embracing what is aligned with your path. And as this renewal continues, you will feel more capable, more focused, and more at peace. You may also notice that your perspective on challenges is changing. What once felt overwhelming now feels manageable, and what once seemed impossible now feels within reach. This shift is a direct result of the strength you gained during your test. You have already faced difficulty and come through it, and that experience has changed how you view obstacles. You no longer see them as barriers, but as opportunities to apply what you have learned. This mindset will serve you well as you continue to move forward, allowing you to face challenges with confidence instead of fear. There is a deeper connection forming between you and your purpose, one that is becoming harder to ignore. You may feel a growing sense that you are meant for something meaningful, something that goes beyond your current circumstances. This feeling is not random. It is a reflection of the alignment that is taking place within you. You are being prepared to step into something that requires the strength, wisdom, and resilience you have developed. And while the full picture may not be clear yet, the direction is becoming more evident with each passing moment. As you continue on this journey, it is important to remain grounded in what you have learned. Do not allow temporary distractions to pull you away from the path you are on. Stay focused on your growth, your purpose, and the direction you are being guided toward. The same discipline and faith that carried you through your hardest test will continue to support you now. And as you remain steady, you will begin to see the results of everything you have been through. You are not the same person who started this journey, and that is something to be recognized and honored. The changes within you are real, even if they are not always visible to others. You have grown in ways that will shape your future and influence everything you do. This growth is not something that can be taken from you because it is now part of who you are. And as you continue to move forward, you will carry that growth with you into every new experience. There is a shift happening in how you carry your thoughts, and it is changing the way you experience your life. Where there was once doubt, there is now a growing sense of stability that cannot easily be shaken. You are learning to trust your own decisions, not out of pride, but out of the wisdom you gain through your journey. This trust is not built overnight. It was formed through every moment when you chose to keep going, despite uncertainty. Now, it is becoming a steady force that supports you in ways you did not have before. This is how your mind begins to align with the strength that was built in your spirit. You may feel moments where you pause and reflect on how far you have come. And those moments are important. They remind you that what you faced was real, and what you overcame was not easy. You are allowed to acknowledge your progress without feeling the need to minimize it. The growth you have experienced deserves to be recognized because it was earned through patience and perseverance. And when you honor that growth, you strengthen your ability to continue moving forward. This awareness will help you stay grounded as new opportunities begin to appear in your life. Type yes to receive miracles. There is also a refinement taking place in how you respond to the world around you. You are becoming more intentional with your words, your actions, and your energy. This is not something you are forcing. It is something that is naturally developing within you. You have learned that every response carries weight, and you are choosing to respond in ways that reflect your growth. This growing awareness is becoming a shield for your inner peace, helping you preserve the stability you worked so hard to build. As you continue to grow and mature, you will discover a stronger sense of direction and confidence in the way you live your life. Even your relationships are beginning to reflect the transformation taking place within you. You are no longer attracted to what once felt comfortable if it no longer matches the person you have become. You may notice yourself quietly drifting away from certain people, habits, or environments. But there is no reason to be afraid of this change. It is simply part of your growth, creating room for healthier relationships that will encourage and strengthen your journey. Those who remain beside you will appreciate your path, even if they never experienced the same struggles that shaped you. The people who are meant to enter your life from this point forward will recognize the wisdom, resilience, and clarity you now carry. At the same time, you are developing a greater respect for your own boundaries, and that is transforming the way you guard your energy. You no longer feel obligated to defend every decision or seek validation for every step you take. You have accepted that not everyone will understand your calling, and you have found peace with that reality. What truly matters is staying faithful to the lessons you have learned and honoring the convictions that now guide your life. This change is freeing because it releases you from the exhausting need for approval. In that freedom, your confidence grows stronger, and your heart discovers a deeper, lasting peace. Alongside this confidence, a new kind of patience is taking root within you, allowing you to trust the journey without feeling the need to force every outcome. You now recognize that significance is not measured by speed. Not everything must happen at once for it to carry lasting value. This patience is far more than waiting. It is confidence in the perfect timing of what God is unfolding in your life. You have already witnessed how the right pieces come together when the moment is right. And that experience gives you the strength to remain steady even when the complete picture has not yet been revealed. As you continue moving ahead, this quiet confidence will remain your guide. It will help you make choices with wisdom instead of pressure, leading you to act from a place of peace, discernment, and unwavering clarity rather than haste.